Excellent. Welcome. Our last video in our acids and bases unit. We're going to talk a little bit about how acids react with metals to produce hydrogen gas, focusing mostly on Table J, the reactivity series of elements, and how you can use that to predict which metals an acid will react with. Okay, so acids react with metals to make hydrogen gas and a salt, a metal hydroxide. Okay, so acids always react with metal to make hydrogen gas. That's a big takeaway there. When they come into contact, the metal is going to ionize. So the metal becomes a positive ion, and the negative ions from the acid come into play. So the positive metal ions and the negative ion from the acid become that metal hydroxide, and then what is produced is hydrogen gas. So we get a salt and hydrogen gas. Acid gets neutralized in this reaction, so the hydrogen ions that make the compound an acid become hydrogen gas, and so there's no hydrogen ions around to be an acidic acid anymore. For example, hydrochloric acid plus zinc makes hydrogen gas and zinc chloride. So the hydrogen gas, that H2 gas in this picture, comes from two hydrogens off of two different hydrochloric acid molecules combining to make hydrogen gas, H2 gas. The chloride ions hop onto the zinc to make the zinc chloride. Now here's reactivity series table J, activity series. And the way we understand this is that the most active metals are towards the top, so lithium, rubidium, potassium, and the least active metals are towards the bottom, like copper, silver, gold. The more active a metal is, the more likely it is to react with an acid, and the more vigorously it would do so. So not all metals are active enough to react with acids. Acids will react with any metal, but the metal isn't always reactive enough. And we put in H2 on the metal side of things to give you that frame of reference, H2. So anything more active than H2, metal-wise, will react with an acid. Everything less active than H2, metal-wise, will not. So copper, silver, and gold are the only three metals that don't really react with acids. Practically everything else does to varying degrees. So like I said, any metal that is more active than H2 will react with acid. H2 is not a metal, but it's put in there again to give us that frame of reference for will the acid react with a metal. If the metal is less active than H2, it will not. Simple enough. So predicting the products of metal and acid reactions. HCl plus lithium. Here's the deal. Watch me do it. Lithium. Find lithium on the chart. It's the most active metal. Reacting with the acid definitely will happen. So we would get a reaction. This is going to make H2, because all acid metal reactions make H2, and lithium chloride. So reaction occurs. H2SO4 and magnesium. Let's use a different color here. Magnesium. So what you do is you find magnesium on the chart and compare it to where hydrogen gas or the acid is. Magnesium is more active, so it will reaction. So we make H2 every time, and the salt, MgSO4, magnesium sulfate. So the reaction occurs. Last color, Ag and HCl. Ag is here. HCl being an acid would be there. So Ag is less active. So we would see no chemical reaction occur because that metal is not active enough to react with an acid. Okay, so things to remember about metals and acids is that there's table J to help you out. You got to remember that H2 is a representative holding the place for acids on this table. Any metal more active than H2 would react with an acid. And any metal that is less active than H2, being copper, silver, and gold only, is less active and would not react at all. So this whole unit just covered acids and bases, their theories, their concentrations, the titration and neutralization of them all, and then again, their activity towards metals in this last video. So next unit, I think we're going to get into the fourth quarter assignment. So I'm starting to record those, and I'll see you in unit 8. Yeah. See you later. Bye. Click the button. I'll turn off this video.